So IPSE, or the Professional Contractors Group, PCG as it was known then, was founded in 1999, and it was in direct opposition to the original IR35 legislation which had just been announced.
So I joined IPSE about 10 years ago, and I feel that IPSE as a brand has moved on. We now sort of want to reflect the fact that we support a much more sort of varied, diverse sector of the self-employed economy. And we're sort of trying to build a brand that kind of reflects them more.
So IPSE started its life really as a one-issue organisation, and to be fair, our kind of historic branding really does reflect that. It's a little bit monochrome, a little bit boring, but things are changing. IPSE is actually morphing into something. We are supporting everybody who's self-employed in being successful in their business, whatever that business is. And actually our brand needs to evolve with that.
The self-employed are on the cutting edge of their industries. We felt we needed a brand that reflects their creativity, their innovation and their diversity, and that's why we've got to the point we are today.
I think when speaking to members, the main challenges, or the main two challenges I'd say they face, first is lack of guidance, and secondly is the lack of knowledge. There's so many sources of information out there, it can be very confusing and also very saturated. I think what we found was that the self-employed people out there very much trust us when it comes to guidance and advice, and the content as well that we put out. A comment we did receive was that the information can be quite convoluted. There can be quite a lot of information which is hard to access, or can just be simply very confusing to try and find.
The best brand identities are actually the ones that are based on storytelling. And the main reason is not just because they're easy to remember. You have a hero who's trying to overcome a conflict with the support of a helper, but because with a story you can really create an emotional bond with the audience who hopefully can relate to the story because they see themselves in it. And that's why I think that's very powerful tools. So as every story you would have a hero, which in this case is the self-employed, and then you would have a conflict, which in this case is the lack of an official support structure, which leaves some gaps that the self-employed have to fill themselves in order to achieve that version of success. And then you would have a helper, which in this case is IPSE. So in terms of visual, we selected 5 main categories, which are community, benefits, partnerships, policy, and learning. And these gaps are all the offers that IPSE provides to the self-employed. And to each of these categories allocated a color and a shape. And when you put all these shapes together, they create the final version of the logo.
As with any creative process, there were challenges along the way when coming up with our tone of voice. One of them being that obviously different people throughout the organization will have different ideas on what our focus should be and the way that we should speak. And it was about coming together to discuss all of those ideas and ultimately come to a decision that we all agreed on collectively would be the best way forward. The second challenge would be finding that X factor. So what makes us unique, what makes us different from other organizations, and how can we speak to our members in the most engaging way possible? And the third one is the fact that self-employment is just so incredibly diverse across the UK. So how do you speak to someone who is perhaps a graphic designer who works on multiple client projects at different times, maybe in a co-working space, as well as someone who's maybe a corporate lawyer who works in their client's office and has one project going on at one time.
Well, did you think I was going to be asked that?
I would describe the new branding as refreshing and what IPSE's needed for a while.
It's modern. It shows our commitment towards professionalism, innovation and growth.
It takes people on a journey. So from the moment that you see the branding, you're taken on a pathway. And I feel like every individual who enters the website will get a different experience because everyone's journeys are very unique.
I feel that the new bold, energetic brand is really going to help shape the future of IPSE. So choosing the colour was a real challenge, probably one of the most challenging aspects.
I voted the purple.
Green.
I voted for the purple.
I picked green.
I chose purple.
I vote for the green one.
I picked purple, but I was really torn.
I picked green.
Look, I went for purple. I think purple's a great colour. Why would you not go with purple?
So green won overall, but is it actually green?
So this has been a truly collaborative effort. With so many members getting involved through the whole process, it's been amazing to see the support to create something truly valuable for the self-employed. I'm really excited for everyone to see it. So here's your new IPSE, where self-employment works for you.